How does one prevent their DIY project from looking like a toddler's playpen? Projects can be fun, but sometimes they can turn out looking more like a toddler's playpen than a sophisticated piece of decor. Fortunately, there are several things you can do to prevent your DIY project from looking like a child's creation. Here are some tips to help you avoid this common pitfall and create a project that looks polished and professional. Start with a clear plan. Before you start your DIY project, make sure you have a clear plan in place. Think about the purpose of the project, the materials you will need, and the steps involved in completing it. Take the time to sketch out your design and make any necessary adjustments before you begin. Having a solid plan in place will help you stay focused and on track throughout the project. Choose the right materials. The materials you choose can make a significant impact on the finished product. If you want your DIY project to look professional and polished, choose high-quality materials that are appropriate for the task at hand. Avoid using cheap, flimsy materials that can make your project look amateurish. Take the time to research the best materials for your project and invest in quality materials that will make your project shine. Focus on the details. One of the things that can make a DIY project look like a toddler's playpen is a lack of attention to detail. Make sure you take the time to focus on the small details that will make your project stand out. Pay attention to things like the finishes, the hardware, and the little touches that will give your project a professional look. Measure twice, cut once. Measurements are critical when it comes to DIY projects. One of the most common mistakes that people make is not measuring accurately, which can lead to mistakes and a finished product that looks amateurish. Take the time to measure twice and cut once to ensure that everything is precise and accurate. This will help you avoid mistakes that can make your project look like a child's creation. Use the right tools. Using the right tools is also essential when it comes to DIY projects. Make sure you have the tools you need before you start your project and use them correctly. Using the wrong tools or using tools incorrectly can make your project look amateurish and sloppy. Take the time to research the tools you will need and invest in quality tools that will help you achieve a professional look. Take your time. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when it comes to DIY projects is rushing through the process. Taking your time is essential if you want your project to look polished and professional. Don't rush through the steps or cut corners to save time. Instead, take the time to do things right and ensure that everything is done correctly. This will help you avoid mistakes and create a finished product that looks like it was done by a professional. Get feedback. Another way to prevent your DIY project from looking like a toddler's playpen is to get feedback from others. Ask friends or family members for their opinion on your project and listen to their feedback. They may notice something that you missed or have suggestions for improving the project. Getting feedback can help you catch mistakes early on and make adjustments that will help your project look more polished and professional. Conclusion. projects can be a great way to express your creativity and add a personal touch to your home decor. However, if you're not careful, your project can end up looking more like a toddler's playpen than a polished piece of decor. By following these tips, you can prevent your DIY project from looking amateurish and create something that looks like it was done by a professional. Start with a clear plan. Choose high-quality materials, focus on the details, measure twice and cut once, use the right tools, take your time, and get feedback from others. With these tips in mind, you can create a DIY project that you can be proud of and show off to others without fear of it looking like a toddler's playpen.